about 9:30 a.m. in Las Vegas. I woke up at 6:30 feeling absolutely refreshed. Obviously because of the 3-hour time difference, it felt like I was waking up at like 9:30. And sadly, I'm not shooting the Super Bowl this Sunday. I am just here from Wednesday through Friday, shooting with Antoine Winfield, some other athletes, and just networking in general. But yeah, so we're gonna go film with Antoine, film his fits and everything like that for the NFL Honors Red Carpet event tonight. Before then, I want to talk to you guys about the importance of networking and risk taking. So this was a spur of the moment trip. This was not planned at all. I had no plans this week. I did not think I was going to be in Vegas, especially. I reached out to Antoine, we're doing an off-season content plan, and he said he was going to be in Vegas. And in my head, I was like, man, that would be so sick if we could get some content in Vegas, blah, blah, blah. But just didn't think that it was feasible. Long story short, I started looking up flights, looking up rooms. I actually got this Airbnb right across from the Strip in the MGM Signature for $65 a night, which is absolutely insane. I didn't think that Vegas was this affordable. I guess because you spend your money elsewhere. And then my flight was around $350 round trip. And then coming from the other side of the country, I think that's a pretty good price, especially on Super Bowl week. I was astounded at how cheap it was. And then obviously I know $350 is not cheap, but in comparison to what I thought it would be for Super Bowl week, I was blown away. So I found out Antoine was coming out here for the NFL Honors event, and then for the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. I started doing some networking, and I started seeing that a lot of agents were gonna be here, as well as a lot of players that weren't gonna be playing in the Super Bowl. I just had an idea to come out here and try to meet with as many people as I could. So obviously launching the creative agency, we're looking for new clientele, and so what better way to get new clientele than to get in front of their faces, and instead of just trying to ask for a phone call. So I won't name the athletes that I'm meeting with or the agents that I'm meeting with. I'll be disclosing that hopefully if we can close some deals. My whole thought process was that if you're not taking risks and you're not networking, I feel like you're really missing a big key to your business, and really anything in any business venture you can apply these things. And so I thought, what better way to get to film one of my clients in Vegas, but then also see if we can close another retainer client or another athlete, kind of get the best of both worlds here. I made the decision I think 2 days before, and yeah, bought a ticket, bought a hotel room, talked to the wife, she was cool with it, and yeah, so now we're here. So obviously networking has gotten me very far in my career. I advocate it all the time. I think it's one of the #1 keys that you can do for your business and for your entrepreneurial journey. I didn't use any crazy tactics. I just literally emailed people that were gonna be here. I found the right clientele and the athletes that I would love to work with, and just started reaching out, DMing, emailing, all that you can think of. They were all actually very receptive to it. That's another piece, is just don't be afraid to reach out to these big brands, these big athletes, whoever you're wanting to work with. A lot of the people are too scared to reach out. They don't think that they have enough value. The worst thing they can say is no. You're always gonna have chances in the future. It might just not be now. And then also from the risk-taking part, I've never really done something like this, financially at least. I personally think that you can take a big leap in your business or entrepreneurial journey if you add this kind of risk-taking factor, which if you're an entrepreneur, you probably already have this, but it's enforcing it as well. So this whole Vegas trip for me is 2 days long-ish. It's like 2 half travel days and then 1 full day today. And it probably will cost around $750, which is a lot for me because I'm not rolling in the dough by any means. The way I think about it is if I convert on one of these people that I'm networking with, that this trip will pay for itself and then 10x. It's one of the risks that I was willing to take. Say nothing comes from this trip, I'm at least glad that I got the repetitions of mastering my sales pitch, creating relationships with these clients, these agents, these athletes, and who knows, maybe they don't want to work together now, but maybe me taking that step, getting in front of them in Vegas when they know I'm from Florida, might entice them to want to work with me in the future. Everything works out for a reason. God's got a plan. I'm just hoping that something good comes from it now. But if not, then I'm not worried about it because I know that this was the right decision. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later and hopefully have an update for you guys back at home.
What's up, y'all? Super Bowl weekend. We here in Vegas. Got some fits for y'all to show, and let's get it. So I actually wanted like silver and like black. Picture this real quick. Send it to the stylist. Y'all have fun today? Pick the heaviest ball and try to throw it straight down the middle as fast as you can. That's all I go by.
And just like that, we're back home. My whole goal going into the trip was, as long as I can meet with one agent or one player besides Antoine, the player that I intended to go for, that was gonna be a huge win for me. And then if I didn't meet with anybody and I just filmed Antoine, That was also great, but it would have kind of taken away from the extra day that I spent in Vegas. I did end up meeting 2 agents for 2 separate athletes in person, which I think was really beneficial, just getting to see them face to face, and so they know that I'm really about business. All of this communication back and forth online, on calls, and on emails can only do you so good, especially when you're kind of a small business like myself. People might not really take you seriously. There were also 2 other agents that I did not get to meet with, but I think it was very beneficial, to say the least, because they knew that I was in Vegas. They knew that I'd taken the time to go out there and meet with other agents, and so they knew that I was very serious about working with them. There were also 2 athletes that I was in contact with, still am in contact with, just couldn't make ends meet in Vegas. Their schedules were going crazy just with all the appearances and such. Hopefully they know that I'm also serious about wanting to work with them, and we'll be in contact in the future. I spent a total of about $750, $800 on this trip. Got to film with Antoine, meet 2 new contacts, and I think that it could definitely pay off in the long run. Even if I only land one of these agents, the trip will be paid for itself and a lot more. So hopefully this encourages you to take those risks, or just say yes in general. Do whatever it takes to get those clients, and know that it's okay to take risks, especially if you want to grow in this business. Appreciate you guys, love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.